Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the KARDCast, which is also going to be topic 1 of episode 81 of the DaebakCast, topic 1. Though this will be kind of a separate thing. This won't be in the final episode or whatever. This is kind of a special topic, I guess. It's coming out early. You guys will figure it out on your own when you see it in the box. Anyways, basically, if you haven't been around for KARDCast before, basically anytime KARD comes out with anything, we do a reaction to the music video, and we sort of do our thoughts on that for, 10, 15, 20 minutes, however long it goes. And yeah, basically, since KARD is like a special case, this is like the only group we do reactions to, so yeah, so far at least. So yeah, just because I don't know, I guess we don't want to be known specifically for reactions. We want to be more for our discussions and stuff, so that's why we limit it to special cases, because we've been following KARD since debut. We went to their first concert, pre-debut. We went to their concert tour like way back last year. I mean, it's way back for
we went to a completely different country just to watch KARD.
yes we did.
That was the first
Canada.
Yeah, that was the first time we ever met each other in person too, so
yeah. So that being said, obviously KARD holds a special place in our hearts, so without further ado, we can get into that after I introduce these guys. So I almost forgot, because this intro is different than normal. As always, I'm joined by Nate.
I don't have any fancy lyrics because it's a different episode.
Oh, you're looking for a man that's realer.
I've done that before though.
You can do it again.
I think I did all of one
Coffee
of their
One
raps in
Muffin.
English version once. That took a minute.
Yeah. And on the other corner, I am joined by Andrew. He usually has 3 things, but I don't know if he does for now. For KARD.
I don't.
All right. Strip back. We are. We got a low weight intro, so we can go fast. Bad jokes. Anyways, KARD, right on the wind. Let's get into it.
Yep,
Should I start the video?
Go for it.
Hit the play button.
All right, let's go.
Hit the playback.
Hit the playback. Hey!
Hit the playback. Bam. All right. Keeping the same
look,
logo.
they're famous enough.
What? Wait, down for you. What?
Wait, no, hold on. They're famous enough to get their music video on SBS this time, because it's always on E whatever. It used to be on some random channel before. Oh, Shirtless BM.
Shirtless BM.
But what else is new?
Oh.
How dare they switch to Jeep?
It's a Jeep.
They went
Fiat Chrysler. No.
Jeez.
It's a nice color though.
Whoa, he's singing.
Ah, that's nice.
It's heavily auto-tuned, but I think it still sounds good.
Yeah. I like the harmony.
Okay, it's nice that they changed it up, because it's usually BM, Somin, and then whatever. They changed up the order of who does lyrics, or who does which verse. That's nice.
J.Seph's vocals are good in this.
Yeah, we always knew he could sing
like
for
the
whatever
Shirtless,
reason.
truly
they
shirtless
sing.
BM.
Has he appeared with a shirt on in this entire music video, or just? I think
Not yet.
Not yet.
When they start dancing.
He said hi to me.
You have to mention it every moment.
Yep.
I like how chill this is.
Yeah, I like that it's more laid back than the previous tracks. This is a song I could just work to.
Yeah.
It's good to listen critically as well as have it in the background. It's nice. Oh. Yes. All right. I approve of this.
She's getting more lines.
Yeah, since J.Seph sang, she gets to rap.
And yeah, BM gets the rap first.
When do we get Somin rap? Come on.
She's the
Yeah,
only
when
one
else?
that has it,
Yeah, she's the only one that hasn't done rap verses.
I like the aesthetic for this music video. It's really like simple, but yeah. But I mean, I actually really like the color correction.
I like the night shots for VM's solo.
Yeah,
Looks really cool. With the James headlights.
Oh no, I thought there was gonna be a bridge there. Nope, they faked me out. Is there gonna be a bridge? Or
I wonder where the
It's almost over. It looks like.
I wonder where this was shot. It reminds me of Taeyeon's Eye.
Yeah, I don't know where they went to shoot it.
Probably New Zealand. They always
was
go to
New
New
Zealand.
Zealand.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because there's. I mean, it could be in Korea, but do they? I mean, are Jeeps a thing in Korea?
Could be Jeju.
That's true. It could be Jeju.
Yeah.
Aw, there's no bridge.
No bridge.
Yeah, I think I really like the song actually. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I think the only thing is I wish they had a bridge right at the end, like just like and then led into a last chorus one more time.
Yeah.
I think that would have closed it out a little better. But
Yeah.
other than that, I really like how like laid back it is compared to their other stuff.
Same. It's still tropical house, but it's just much more chill and yeah, like you said, laid back. It's not nearly as
like
just like super high.
I think
energy.
they definitely
music.
changed up they changed up the instrument panel that they're using on, I don't know, Fruity Loops or Logic Pro or whatever they're using. Yeah, it's a different instrument panel. So while it is still very much a like tropical like house type song, yeah, I'd say like the synths that they're using are more, I don't know, video gamey as opposed to just like deep.
Yeah, especially for the drop part.
Yeah.
Like it's like almost chiptune-y.
Very, yeah. I mean, that definitely fits the summer vibe. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess just off first gut, it's obviously not taking any. It's not overtaking like Don't Recall or.
Yeah. I honestly I wasn't expecting it to from the
I wasn't
concept
either.
itself. Like I knew this, like just from seeing the teaser images, it was gonna be in Onana, Ola Ola territory rather than
basically.
Yep.
Don't Recall,
I mean,
Rumor, You and Me style.
With everyone saying that it was kind of very similar to Ola Ola, I was surprised.
Well,
I
say
still don't think
there's
We
I
were
think it's
saying that
different.
based on the teaser.
maybe teaser.
And this definitely is not.
I mean, the drums are probably very similar
Yeah.
to it, but I feel like the change in instrumentation and I guess sort of the vocals are much softer than "Ola Ola" and it's like on the. It's very it's again it's going with that much more laid back, chill type of vibe. So yeah, I mean, it's not blowing me away necessarily, but I surprisingly enjoyed it more. I do again. I appreciate that they decided to change up the. Just the song structure, or like who got which lines. I'm glad like J.Seph gets more singing lines because again he's always just been relegated to like second verse on almost every song.
Yeah,
besides,
second verse
like
rap.
this and
that's
like
Well,
Rumor.
he was first verse rap in You and Me though,
Yeah.
shaking it up.
Yep. Now
But
he
I mean,
starts the song.
It was a unit. It was
next
it was
song
just
he'll start singing before the song even starts. No, yeah, I'm really happy with this. I mean, obviously, I was gonna like it as KARD as Tropical House. But yeah, I really like the vocal harmonies from the girls at the beginning. They sound really good. And yeah, I like Jiwoo's rap. I just like, I don't know. This definitely exceeded my expectations, which were a little more measured this time. Just because I was expecting,
Because we've had such a good streak, like
yeah,
it's hard for them to sort of hit any type of like peak that they did with with Don't Recall, because if you pay attention to like their music videos, like the views have just been kind of like they're basically they plateaued, and they're starting to plateau in terms of views. So
yeah.
Well, I think they're doing a lot better in Korea, though. That being said, like watching,
which is nice.
if you watch
they're
their
growing in Korea.
their live performances, they get fan chants and stuff sometimes. So
Yep.
Yeah. It's just they might have. It feels like the international or fans might have moved on to some degree, because there's a fancy new group coming up every day, like G Idol or Stray Kids or something else like that.
Momoland.
Momoland. There's a lot of other groups doing like and yeah, just in general, there's a lot of groups doing a similar type of tropical house sound. So they've sort of, yeah, the market's a lot more saturated than when they were doing this stuff with like Onana all the way back in 2016. So yeah, I mean, I think it's fine.
Like I think it was definitely a safe song, but like at the same time, I'm glad that they sort of changed it up a little bit. 'Cause this is kind of a different style than normal.
Exactly.
So
I do want them to
clawing it. All right, one second. My cat is clawing at the door, so just keep talking, and I'll be back for a second. Sorry, people.
So I think
Good.
next comeback that they do, I think they should do. They should do something that's not necessarily tropical house, because I feel like at this point it's definitely worn out its welcome. There's only so many times you can sort of redo tropical this type of song.
So I think what they'll do, like they did last year, is they'll keep that for the summer and then have the like more darker like R&B style type stuff for later on.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. Yeah, I like kind of doing how, I don't know, basically how Sistar does their summer song, where they'll just, I'm fine with KARD just doing it as a summer type track, and then moving, I guess, evolving their sound into like a more R&B direction, because again, I feel like that's sort of where like the natural direction to go, because again, we've talked about how there's only so much like vocal prowess and musicality you can deliver in a tropical house track. So yeah, I think they need to move on.
So R&B does sound like a good direction, but I think another good option would be actually like taking something like You and Me, or not You and Me, I Can't Stop, and doing something more like that, but a little more edgier. I would be totally down for that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that they only touched on the future bass elements for an album track, so not that many people heard their remake of that song. But yeah, I think it's something that could work well. And again,
we heard that song before it came out.
Yeah, we heard that live. So yeah, that's definitely like that, and R&B I feel like are the directions they should go in, and it'd help keep it fresh for them. Because yeah, I get listening, just a bit of spoilers for I didn't like many of the album tracks, just to be completely honest. So, but I mean, this kind of saved it in general, just because like I wasn't too high on many of the other songs, but yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would, honestly, with how much negativity was flying around. So,
well,
yeah, most of the people in Discord said they liked it a lot.
I mean, I'm still gonna be super hard on the album, trust me. So, like, this was this is the saving grace, definitely. Oh, don't spoil it yet. Come on, I
haven't even listened to the album. I have no idea what I'm giving it. It's just a 10 out of 10. It's always 10.
Honestly, I think most of the negativity is coming from just like the general positivity towards. All right, yeah. First of all, Cooper, shut up. Just calling out a friend live on YouTube.
You're banned.
You're getting called out, bro. All right. Anyways, I think most of the negativity is just coming from the fact that KARD has been kind of soaring high the entire time, and
they're bound to fall eventually.
People like to criticize things that are doing well. So.
Well, I mean, again,
like look at the dislikes on any Twice video. Like it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know if KARD's famous enough to have antis, but yeah, they've definitely fallen off. But I mean,
well, it's not as much antis, but more people who are like skeptical because they want to look like they're edgy, like everyone always, because they're edgy hipsters. Yeah. But yeah.
Okay, I guess just closing thoughts on the video.
Closing thoughts. How dare they use a Jeep and not use a Mustang?
Not use a Mustang again.
It's a nice Jeep, though. Come on.
They should use the new Ford Bronco concept. And
the Ranger.
O.J. Simpson concept.
the Bronco is so much cooler. Anyways, no more car talk. We're gonna get people are gonna be like, stop.
Car talk. We're not that popular.
We're not
just not as popular as car talk, even though.
Yeah, again, I guess just my thoughts are summed up in it didn't blow me away, but I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought it would. So
yeah. I thought it was really good. I'm refreshed to see a different style. I like that it's more laid back rather than like dance focused, and it's like feel good summer track. And I can see why some people didn't like it, because again, like it kind of ended a little abruptly. I agree, but I don't think it's too bad. So yeah, good.
Yeah, I think that was DJ's main criticism.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yep. So with that was our sort of right on the wind first reactions. We'll touch on it again probably tomorrow.
Yeah, well, we're gonna review the album, so we can talk about whatever we missed.
Yeah.
There.
So once our album review comes out, you can find a little more in depth views on everything. So yeah, catch us then.
Yep.
Stay windy.
Stay windy.
Ah, yes!
Throbbingly windy.
Got that mind connection.
Hello and welcome to episode 81 of the DaebakCast. This is a weekly podcast where the three of us come together each week to talk about K-pop and whatever's current in the industry. This is actually the second time we're recording this intro because Andrew messed it up with the fingers. And he said that it was 82, but it's 81. So I didn't get it wrong this time. Actually, I did before that, but we don't need to speak about this. Anyways, this week we'll be covering 2 albums and then another topic. Topic 1 we actually already recorded. That'd be KARDCast 6, aka the reaction to Ride on the Wind. And then obviously after that, we're going to be reviewing the album and then GFriend's album and then another topic, which I guess we'll reveal once we get there. So, as always, I'm joined by Nate.
Pull up if you don't play no games. I also have 3 things. Yeah. I have 3 things. Normal thing of join our Discord, join our Facebook group, hang out with us. Discord's getting pretty lit. Mucho lit, if you would.
Yeah, our Discord is mucho lit.
So, yeah, we've probably got like 15 people in there.
Yeah, we have a lot now, surprisingly.
Probably about 10 regular people that regularly talk.
Yeah, a lot of, I'm just going to interject, like, yeah, a lot of you guys that don't regularly comment, like, I'm glad you guys joined because I didn't really, because we
don't
didn't know you existed, but now we kind of getting to know you, so if you, like, I guess if you don't have much to say in the comments, you can jump on into Discord and just talk with us and hang out.
Yeah, and, like, just comment whenever people are having conversation, something you want to comment in. If they're talking about a group you like or whatever. You don't have to be super active or anything.
Yeah.
Second thing, I got my Monster X light stick, so mom baby status confirmed.
Nice.
And third thing, non-K-pop related, I saw Coheed and Cambria.
Damn it, you stole one of my things.
I saw Coheed and Cambria on Friday. Wait, that's not, why is that your thing? That doesn't make any sense.
I'm going to get to something afterwards.
Okay, well, I saw Coheed and Cambria and they were awesome, and then Andrew could talk more about it, I guess.
I'm wearing a Kirby shirt, in case anybody cared.
I'm wearing a Team Liquid shirt because they got 2-0'd in the CSGO final, but they won in League of Legends today, so that's nice. I don't know. That's not a thing.
Nice.
Oh, I thought you were gonna intro me.
Well, I'm not used to Nate having 3 things. I was like waiting for Andrew to say his 3 things for some reason because I was like I'm in 3 things mode. Anyways, also as always, I'm joined by Andrew, who usually has 3 things.
Newark was blessed last Sunday from when we were recording this, when Monster X came around, because unlike a certain member of the Truly Daebak crew here who went to see them in Chicago, in Newark, Wonho took off his shirt and revealed his glorious abs to us and threw the t-shirt into the crowd, and our tweet went viral, and it was amazing.
Cooper got to see his abs too. It's not fair.
Yo, I'm just like, this
He's gonna do it at every stop in the tour except Chicago.
I'm just like, he was wearing this really tight t-shirt. I'm like, yo, if he flexes right now, he's gonna rip through it. It's like freaking like Juan Decimo from Fairly Odd Parents or something like that.
He's flexing everywhere.
He's just gonna flex it. It's gonna go the t-shirts are just gonna constantly rip. Number 2, since Nate mentioned going to see Coheed and Cambria, and more importantly, Taking Back Sunday, I've just been I've just been in a like 2000s emo mood, and speaking of being emo, it just made me really sad that My Chemical Romance hasn't reunited yet, even though it's been like 4 or 5 years since they disbanded. Oh man, I'd kill to see them reunite, because they were one of my favorite bands back in the day, and obviously they're New Jersey bands, so I have to support my Jersey bands. So, and number 3,
they're from New Jersey.
Oh yeah, there's
My Chemical Romance. I didn't know that.
There's a lot of important bands that come from New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm
Definitely.
not surprised due to like proximity of New York City and stuff like that. 'Cause
And
it,
no, like we have places
attracts
like
a lot of people.
yeah, we have places like the Stone Pony and like Starland Ballroom. Like there are a lot of places that are like considered like classic venues for artists to go play at. So New Jersey produces a surprising a lot of musicians. And number 3, my heist of the century actually went through. I got my 4K TV from Target. It was weird.
We got another heist tonight.
Yeah, we got another heist tonight because Amazon.
Jacob and I probably won't get it. But.
Yeah, Amazon put up an Amazon Echo Spot, which is like $100 Amazon Echo with like a screen or whatever and like a webcam or something like that. And they put it up for $0, and I have no idea if it's gonna go through. I mean, there's literally a warehouse like 5 minutes away from my house, so maybe it'll go through. I swear though, I'd have the best luck if this goes through.
If I get mine, I'm just gonna sell it.
Mine doesn't even have a delivery date. It said unavailable, so who knows? It's definitely not going through because.
Oh, well, we'll see. By the time this happens, it'll go through. Special fourth thing. Sorry, I almost forgot about.
Nowhere.
The G Idol.
Oh yeah.
The flash mob. There's a G Idol.
mob.
If you're watching this on Monday, it'll be the Saturday. This Saturday, I believe, in Times Square. Our friend DJ at I Love Dance. He has a special collaboration with G Idol, and they're doing. It wasn't exactly like an entire concert sort of thing, so they just decided on doing a flash mob in the middle of New York City. So it should be cool. And I mean, I think there's like a bar event, but it's on a Sunday, so I don't want to stay out too late. I'll definitely be going to the flash mob thing. So
Times Square.
Yep.
Your favorite
I don't know.
spot.
I guess Andrew's favorite place on earth.
I mean, no, I hate going there, but I mean, this is important, and I mean, I gotta support DJ.
For McGriddle.
So. And no, I mean, by support DJ, I mean I have to use our friendship as a in to say hi to G Idol. So
Dude, that'd be dope.
I'll say hi to Yuki, and I'll tell her voice. I'll say her voice is amazing.
Yes. Now, without further ado, we can get on to
Hashtag
no blow note.
Hashtag no blow note. You know who I am. You already know who it is. Anyways, let's get right into the second topic because we already did the first one, which is Ride on the Wind mini album review.
Yep. Okay. We're starting off with an intro called Humming, and I thought this was a really cool idea. It's like a acapella type. It's not acapella because it's actual instrumentals, but yeah, it's just like humming and whistling and BM making weird noises over like some really cool instrumentals, and I thought it worked really well. I thought it was a really interesting thing that I did not expect anything like this on the album.
I mean, like,
super
honestly,
R&B.
some of like this intro is better than some of the other songs on this mini album. Not gonna lie, and that's not.
I mean.
Good.
I feel like that comes up a lot in a lot of our reviews. We're just like, man, I wish this intro was an entire
song.
intros.
K-pop intro songs are insanely good for some reason.
But I mean, I'm saying that not necessarily saying that just because this is really good. I'm saying that because some of the other tracks are really lackluster.
We'll get there.
Jacob.
I liked it.
It's one of your favorite songs on the album.
It's one of your favorite songs on the album.
I gotta put that meme to rest before it becomes one.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, I really like the different like sounds they use to make the beats, and then the thing that like sort of comes in towards the end. I don't know. I thought it just came in together, and it's sort of like this is one thing I say a lot as well, is it kind of just set the tone for the album very well. So yeah.
Next we have Moonlight. So this I thought it's weird. I don't know. This is probably the weakest song on the album.
I think there's another song that's weaker than this, honestly. But it's
really?
This was.
I know which one Andrew didn't like.
I had my issues.
No, So, but like for me, like it's just weird. It just seems really sparse, and I think part of that is because like the girls don't sing anything until 2.5 minutes in.
Yeah,
it's like there's like I don't remember who goes first, but what a BM rap verse and then like instrumental thing, not counting like the chorus because they sing the chorus, but it's like not really singing. It's like I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah,
but there's a J.Seph rap verse, and they don't sing until like forever. But I thought the raps were pretty weak in for how good J.Seph and BM are. But I think the synths leading up to the drop are really, really cool. And the drop is like pretty busy, but through the drop and persisting after, there's like a deep house synth sound that I thought like made the song a lot better. But yeah, I think in my opinion, this is my least favorite.
Like, I didn't like this song as much, well, for similar reasons to yours, but I feel like what really killed it for me is, like, don't get me wrong, that drop is sick. Like, it's one of the best, like, instrumental drops I've heard from a KARD song. It's just, it feels like the vocals are so throwaway. Like, it's just like, moonlight, like, just, like,
exactly.
really soft, and it's just, like, this is really blunt for me to say, but it kind of sounds like, or, KARD is a K-pop idol group. They're not some random EDM producer that hires some random person on the internet to sing his throwaway lyrics. That's what it sounds like. And
that's why I said like they don't really sing until 2.5 minutes in, because I didn't even count that as like actual singing parts.
Yeah, that's what really was disappointing for me. It's just we know they're not like I don't think either Jiwoo or Somin are necessarily like intense like vocal powerhouses, but I feel like you can use them so much better than that. Just like again, this is just like it seems so throwaway, and you could get anyone to do this basically. Like it's fine to have drop focused songs, but I feel like for you to sort of differentiate yourself, you have to use their vocals.
I think I definitely know what you guys mean, because like what this kind of reminds me of is I Can't Stop, except instead they kind of just like backload the rap into the beginning and then sing for the rest of it, which I also thought was a little weird, but I forgave it just because I didn't think it was like obscene or anything. Though I'll agree, I think 2 other songs were a lot better than this one, so yeah.
Okay, next we'll have Ride on the Wind. So we talked about this in our reaction, but I think we'll still go over it. Just quicker. I like how chill it is, like I said in the reaction. I think the harmonies right after J.Seph's first part are really, really good. The girls' harmonies. I think J.Seph's singing is actually like really good too. It's auto-tuned, but you can still tell there's a lot of talent there. It's not straight like T-Pain auto-tune where there's just it's straight computer. You can tell there's still techniques and singing talent under it. I think Jiwoo's rap's amazing. The dancing, which we didn't talk about really in the reaction,
because there wasn't much, honestly.
They just showed the chorus basically. It's pretty standard. It's not bad, but I definitely think they need a choreographer change, because it's a lot of similar style movements, and
for almost every song they do.
Yeah, exactly.
They have the same. It's like it's John Cena syndrome, like
key point of dance kind of thing. Yeah,
John Cena does the same 5 moves over and over again.
I think they need to get someone new in to give them a change up on their choreo, because they can dance so well, and you could do so many cool things with a co-ed group. Yeah, and we're just getting the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah, I feel like they try getting someone from 1 Million, like maybe Maejay Lee or Min Myung. Like she did playback song. I Want You to Say. She's familiar with doing choreography for like tropical house, like deep house type music. So yeah, I feel like they do need to sort of, maybe because DSPs like they're not necessarily in the financial position to be like reaching out to like external. Like if you notice, a lot of their just this stretches to not just choreography, but producers and that sort of thing. Like they tend to keep it like within DSP, or they keep the same people like doing the production or like the development of each album consistently. So yeah, now that I think KARD's sort of more established, yeah, they do need to sort of reach outside their the normal confines of like who they who they like are put in charge of KARD. So yeah, I mean, we all talked about I talked already about how I enjoyed it much more than I did before, and yeah, I think
Yeah.
Whereas,
with everything I said, this is my favorite song on the album.
Yeah, probably. I'd put this as my favorite. And whereas we had problems with Moonlight, where they kind of like wasted the vocals, I feel like the vocals really shine in here, especially those the harmonies, like the Ride on the Wind is so beautiful and fits so perfectly with the song. So yeah, I just in general, I'm just kind of sad at how. Like when we call albums top heavy, we usually mean like the single is very good, but the album tracks are very lackluster. This is a very top heavy album, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that Ride on the Wind actually like exceeded my expectations, because honestly, like from the teasers, it's sounding a little bit too much like Ola Ola, but I'm glad that they mixed it up and went with something that's a little more laid back and chill, and but they still kept it the summery vibe sort of thing. Like it's definitely a summer song. J.Seph singing like that, actually, like I was pleasantly surprised by that. Like even though it's still auto-tune and stuff like that, I think it was still tasteful.
It was an obnoxious auto-tune.
Well, and if it's even less auto-tuned in the live versions.
Because he just sings it live. He does that
there's no processing.
They don't put any effects on it. So you can tell right there that like they didn't even need to auto-tune. I don't know why they did.
I don't know. I mean, it's just because
he can do it great
genre.
live.
It's style of the genre. So I guess they just probably wanted to like make it fit better, but it's probably unnecessary now that you really think about it, because his vocals, you don't need it.
Yeah. But another thing, Ju's rap section was really good. It was very similar to Ola Ola, like sort of breakdown, but I think it still turned out really well. Soman's vocals are always good. Like, if you want an example of where Soman and Ju like really shine, look at both their Trust Me versions. Fantastic. Like their vocals is kind of like leaned a little bit towards that way, but like, obviously more like happy or upbeat kind of thing. It's overall, I thought it turned out really, really good. So
next we have Knocking on My Heaven's Door. So this is like a tropical house trap mix-up song.
It's a cover of the Bob Dylan cover from Guns N' Roses.
Except it's technically wrong, like because they don't have my, but it's close enough. But yeah, unsurprisingly, I like the tropical house parts. I dislike the trap parts. So I think I like this based on at least what Andrew definitely hates the song. I actually do like this song. I think the singing parts are really good. They have like really good harmonies in the song, and I think this might be one of J.Seph's best raps. But the super auto-tuned BM parts are just just so bad.
He said that it was his favorite song on the album. So I was
of course it is.
BM.
BM's that's like
his style. Like,
that's his style. He loves that type. He loves like super stereotypical trap music. Like, but yeah, as much as that like ruined it, I think every other part of the song I actually liked a lot. So I do actually like this song. It does hurt a little bit that stuff is in there. Yeah, no, it's like the Blackpink's music where there's the one thing that like if it wasn't there, it would be a like 10 out of 10 perfect song.
This entire every aspect of everything kills this song for me, basically. Because BM's super auto-tuned like rap over like this beat sounds like they're trying to do like a half-assed impression of Every Day by Winner, which is like a half-assed impression of like mumble rap almost. Like if I have to be consistent basically. If I'm gonna give Winner and like I don't know like Ted Park and like all these like other like really weird ass like people that do try to do like mumble rap, like I can't, even if it's KARD, like I can't give any exceptions honestly. But man, and also another part that really killed it for me is like that stupid like effect that they put over Jiwoo's voice of knocking on my heaven's door part.
Oh, I like that part.
Why? No, I don't like it because it's like they're trying to make her sound like CL or something, or like because they did that a lot with 21 where they just like they do like effects over CL's voice or whatever. Just like no, you don't need that. So again, J.Seph is like the only saving grace of this song, but man, this not even joking. This might be the worst KARD song I've ever heard, and I'm sorry, but
well, I mean, considering how amazing their discography was before this album, that's not saying much. But
that's not saying much because I like 90% of the this discography. But man, where did this come from? Why did they have to do this?
I don't know. I personally liked it.
You like it? Yeah.
Yeah, well, like originally, like it kind of like it was really jarring. Like when I first
100%.
listened to it, I was like, "What is going on?" Like I don't know if I'd compare it with Every Day by Winter because I think it's a little less egregious. But because like with Winter, the entire song is just that like auto tune part. But yeah, I actually like that part with you like knocking on my heaven's door. I thought that was a really cool effect personally, but. And they actually do it with Soman's voice a couple times as well. Yeah, and also again, J.Seph's rap always good. So,
yeah, I do think this is one of, if not his best.
This is his best album in terms of singing and like performance and just in general too, surprisingly. So
I don't know. I still like his raps in You and Me.
No, yeah.
Oh my god, like give me a hip hop album.
He's
KARD.
just really
give me
good.
A hip hop album.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe the next one. Maybe the next album.
And
we'll get it.
Finally, we have
Dimello.
Is it Dimello or Demello or Dimello?
Dimello.
Because doesn't it have an accent on it though?
I don't know.
Well, that
I don't
accent
know
means
which accent.
That accent means the emphasis is on the I. I believe.
So it's Dimello.
No. Like Demello, not
Or
Demello.
Or not Demello.
That's
No,
not how it sounds.
No. Like
Espanol.
Like, all right, basically like this, like
I don't
Demello,
really think
or instead of
Spanish at all.
Demello, like it's on the E,
Demello.
not on the O.
Yeah.
Correct
Yeah.
me if I'm stupid, Spanish speaking.
Yeah, correct.
fans,
Yeah,
please.
anyone that
I
knows
have-
how to pronounce a song,
like
yell at us in the
Filipinos
comments.
have like 1/10 Spanish blood, but I don't know how to speak Spanish at all. So
I don't know anything.
no hablas
so.
español.
But no, yeah. I thought this song, like, I actually like the driving beat. I thought it contrasted with Ride the Wind really well, because Ride the Wind does not have much of a driving beat. It's very chill. And this is kind of a lot more upbeat and pushes you forward. I think the singing is really, really good. The only negative I have is the random out of place breakdown thing.
Yeah,
like
like
just comes out of
something
nowhere.
like,
I don't hate it. It just
like how it
comes
moves.
out of nowhere and it's weird. Like,
yeah,
It moves like this.
It's unnecessary.
yeah. It didn't ruin the song. I like the song a lot. It just like threw me off. I was like, what is happening? Where did this come from?
Yeah, I actually enjoyed the song a lot. You can definitely tell the influence that they're having on putting this song on here from from
Latin
Summon and
American
Gio
fans.
being on. I know.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That
Oh,
and
Lo
also
Siento.
like being on Lo Siento. So you could definitely.
Well, I
definitely
think
know.
them being on Lo Siento was because SM knew how big they were in Latin America.
It
They
was definitely business
specifically
decisions.
contacted
No,
them and was like, hey.
Yeah, I'm just saying they're probably was like, hey, Lo Siento was fun. Let's just actually.
Oh,
do
yeah.
They're probably because this is probably the most reggaeton like sounding song that they've put on an album, like surprisingly.
Oh, it's like an
considering-
album track. Yeah.
or just like in general, like this is their most reggaeton. Like
I feel like
sounding song, period.
Rumor was the most.
Maybe, but like I'd say this is probably like the closest in terms of like the original sound of like the music. So it's also that they're actually doing it in Spanish. Like they know where their bread is baked. Honestly, if you look at all the comments on Ride the Wind, it's all just like Brazil,
Spanish,
like Chile, like all these
yeah.
Latin, like every conversation is Spanish. If you look at the Facebook group, it's all Spanish, like speaking countries. So yeah, they know where their money is made. So it's not surprising that they'll probably lean into this sound more. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they go way more into something like Lo Siento or this song as the next single.
Yeah. Again, like I'm crossing my fingers because Winter KARD is usually leans towards like hip hop or like darker concepts. That's what I'm hoping for. So as for this actual song, I think this is the best like non-single track on the album.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it's super catchy. It's it's just pleasant to listen to. Like got the windows down in your car, you're driving down the highway. It's good for that kind of thing. Summer song,
Yeah,
quintessential summer song.
Summer album, basically.
Yeah. So yeah, I liked it a lot. So yeah.
So yeah, It's one of your favorite songs on the album.
Jacob TM.
It's the favorite song on the album.
Trademark.
Well, besides Ride the Wind.
Yep.
Okay, so ratings. For me, it hurt to not give this a 10 out of 10, but I cannot, in my right mind, give it a 10 out of 10. I did give it a good score. I think Moonlight's really the only miss, and I still liked parts of it, so I gave it a 5 out of 6 for music. As for concept, the music video is shot really well, and the choreo is still good. It's just getting a little stale, so 2 out of 3 for that.
Also,
and
no Mustang.
1 out of 1. Also, no Mustang, stupid Jeep. And then obviously 1 out of 1.
You should be like the liaison at or you should talk to whoever's in charge of marketing.
I need to be the marketing for Southeast Asia.
Getting forwards.
Or the not Southeast Asia, just
East Asia.
East Asia marketer, so that I can work with KARD and DSP
and K-pop music videos.
Just put Mustangs in every music video.
Every music video, yeah, exactly. And then I could say I helped produce all of them.
Yep.
So yeah, I gave it an 8 out of 10.
I had to give it a 4 out of 6 for music because despite how much I actually liked Ride on the Wind, I mean, yeah, just Moonlight knocking on my heaven's door.
That's okay, Andrew, because that's the total that Cooper gave it, which is just insanity.
Why do we keep calling him out? I mean, when I first...
Insanity.
I mean...
You gave this album a 4, Cooper.
At least we didn't tell him to shut up this time.
I'm pretty strict, but I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for Ride on the Wind, I probably would have given this album a 6, honestly, because I was that my expectations weren't that high. It's just... Mm-hmm. Considering how good their discography has been up to this point, I feel like this is definitely the weak point in their music. So it pains me. It pains me because we're huge fans of KARD. We've seen them. We went to a different country to see them live. I've seen them live twice.
Yeah,
now.
when they only had 3 songs to their name.
Yeah,
I can't say I went to a different country to see them. It's not. Canada's the same country
it's
as
a different country,
Michigan.
So yeah, 4 out of 6 for the music concept. Again, I loved the cinematography for their music video was incredible, but again, the choreography was very lackluster. 2 out of 3 on that front, and bias point, obviously, so 7 out of 10.
All right, so for me, I gave it a 5 out of 6 for music because I don't know, I wasn't like completely disappointed with anything, but I think if I compare it like musically to You and Me and Ola Ola, like it's definitely the weakest of the 3, in my opinion. So I gave it a 5 out of 6 there, even though I liked all the songs on the album, at least. And for concept, I gave 2 out of 3 just because the music video, it was nice and it was pretty, but it didn't like blow me away or anything. Like it was, the same like New Zealand shot music video or wherever the heck it is, music video that we've seen 100 times.
It's been done before.
Yeah. That being said, it was really nice, nicely shot. Everybody looked great. Fashion was good. They were wet in the concept photos for some reason, but
BM's
I'll take
shirt
it.
was off.
BM's shirt was off.
The best part of the music video.
3 out of 3 now. Just kidding.
That was the best. That was everyone's favorite part of the music video.
Yeah, vote in our Twitter poll. Is it
still up?
Yeah, it's still up. It's pinned.
Okay. Well, no, I just wasn't sure if it ended yet.
So yeah. Anyways, 2 out of 3 for concept, and obviously bias point because KARD's like easily in my top 10 groups already. Love KARD. So yeah, I gave him an 8. I think that's still 8 overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still work out to an 8.
It's always me and they always just inflate Andrew's score.
Basically, as long as both of us are 1 point higher than him, that we majority rules him, and it gets bumped up. So
yeah, but unfortunately, no shiny, which is probably a first.
Yeah. It's only if he gives it 2 points lower than us, then it gets in the middle.
No, I'm not gonna give it a 6. It's better than a 6 at this point.
Well, it's not a 4.
It's not 4. No.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not.
It take a lot for me to give a 4, and I don't
exactly.
We didn't even give Dumbfounded's album a 4, and that thing was not very good at all. That
probably deserved a 4, to be honest, but
yeah,
but it was too mean.
Anyways, I think KARD's strength is in their more like dark and edgy concepts. Because for me, like if I were to rank. How many singles we got? 6 now? Yeah, 6. Like if I were to rank all 6 singles, the 3 with the dark concept would go above the 3 with the summer concept for me. Like, because like in the dark we have like Don't Recall, then Rumor, and You and Me, and then in the light ones we have like Oh Nana. Even though the music video is dark,
I would say Oh Nana is pretty dark.
The music video is dark.
The song isn't as dark.
The song's more bright and summery. Oh Nana, Ola Ola, and Ride on the Wind are more like the summer KARD, I guess. So I guess I prefer more the, I guess I'll call it winter KARD for lack of a better term.
Well, so yeah, winter KARD is like fall twice for me, basically.
Yeah.
And then for those that were curious about our Twitter poll, right now we are at 67% for shirtless BM, 13% for shirtless BM, 8% for shirtless BM, and 12% for shirtless BM. So shirtless BM has got to do a lot of catching up, honestly.
Yep. If it wants to catch up to shirtless BM, it definitely has to.
Yeah, definitely. Vote on our Twitter poll, please.
So overall I really like the album, but I think it's easily their weakest of the three, because like I've been listening to their discography a lot lately just because I'm in the KARD mood. So
yeah,
so everything's fresh in my mind.
Okay, topic 3. We have GFriend's Sunny Summer mini album. We're starting off with the title track, Sunny Summer. So
Not
surprise. It's not featuring Sunny. Surprise. It's a fun summer song. I think this is an interesting. So it still does sound like a GFriend song while being a summer song, which is nice because they this isn't really something they've done before, at least for a title track. I love the brass section. All the brass stuff is great. Obviously vocals are amazing because it's GFriend. The interesting thing though is the choreo's like pretty simple for GFriend.
Yeah,
like
surprisingly
really
simple.
It's like the first time that's really something you could say for them. But it's not bad. It's just like we're so used to like really technical, like crazy stuff from them, and it's not that at all. And then the music video is nice. It's pretty simple, but I think their styles are amazing. They all look great in the music video. Besides Yaren's bangs.
Oh man, bangs! I want to get
for me, dog.
I want to talk to whoever like decided that to cut her bangs like that, because I mean everyone else's hair is nice. I mean,
I would say Eunha's like silver blue hair. I love it. I love it.
I'm still not as high on like long hair Eunha, but it looks nice. Red hair Yuju is incredible. I don't want her to ever re-dye it another color, please. This is
I'm
her
always
best hair
a sucker for the dark red hair, so I won't complain.
Good. As for this song, this might be my favorite song by GFriend since Fingertip. And the reason why is because obviously it sort of incorporates a bit of what Fingertip had going for it with like it's got like the future funk, like city pop, like strong horn section going for it. So I'm a sucker for all of that. So I'm obviously going to like this song, and I'm surprised at how much I like this song, honestly, because going in, it just seemed kind of maybe like the title Sunny Summer just made it seem like it was going to be fairly generic, but yeah, this is incredible. I mean, I don't know if it's going to do as well as maybe something like I don't know.
GFriend's at that point where everything they do will do well.
Yeah. I don't know. The thing is though, like they're very. It seems like the GFriend like fans are very particular about they want they don't want
Figure sus too.
Yeah,
yeah, but this is like still a cute style. So
yeah, it's an interesting mix where it does incorporate the sort of like 80s sound that Fingertip has with a cutesy song, but it still works for them. Did you guys see any of the live stages for this? The fan chants are insane.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Is there really?
Oh my god! It's like just like the chorus, like yeah. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to point out is, well, two things I wanted to point out besides like how much I love this song.
Yeah. Interjection. It's at 10 million views already. So I mean, in a week.
Actually, yeah. So it's probably gonna do fine then. It's just I feel like they're so like they're very fickle when it comes to like the type of genre that they go into. So I wasn't sure if they would be very receptive to this song. But my 2 points are there's a part where Shinbi is saying like a line where she says like the Hangul for Shinbi. I'm just like whoa. Yeah. I don't know if that's on purpose. Well, I don't know exactly what that means in Hangul, but
I don't remember the translation.
It's just really convenient.
I did catch it. but I don't remember what.
Yeah, I was just like, I had to
means.
double check like the characters. I'm like, I'm not hearing this. Like, I'm not. This isn't just me, right? But and
Jacob's
number 2,
concentrating so hard not to type on his keyboard with his fancy his Hangul
it's
keys.
fine,
Yeah,
it's
now.
fine.
no, I actually.
He's like, I could look it up.
Well,
Shimby means
I
right
was-
now, but
Well, I'll get to why I almost had to use it, but I figured out a way around it.
No,
yeah, I
and-
do a lot of like pasting, copying and pasting.
Yeah, same. And the other thing is, like, when it comes to visuals, Soan's bias wrecking me so bad in this, just because I think her hair looks amazing in this, and also she's wearing an amazing opening ceremony, like really like nice, like cut off crop top with blue and like red sparkly. Basically, I just like anything opening ceremony. That's why Bad Boy is one of my favorite music videos
Joy.
for Red Velvet, because yeah, like almost like Joy and Irene are just wearing opening ceremony outfits. So surprisingly, very cheap. It was like the top is only like $40. Usually they're like $100, $200, but hey, GFriend with that like affordable fashion though.
So the line is Shimbihan Gosero, which means let's go to that place of mystery. So Shinbihan must mean place of mystery.
Well, Shinbihan, it sounds like it's adjective form of a verb that's Shinbihara, which I don't know what that means though. So I'd have to look it up. I know what
I don't know, mystery.
I know what
Mystery.
Shingihan
Mysterious.
means. Shingihan is like interesting or amazing. but-
Interesting. Yeah. I knew that. I don't know. Whatever. That's the lyric.
I'll look it
Jacob.
up later. Anyways, so when I first listened to this song, I was like, this sounds just like a song that everybody forgot about. It sounds very, very, very similar to I Swear by Sistar.
Oh, yeah. It does.
Maybe a bit. I definitely get there are maybe because of the
Well,
brass.
no.
So.
Yeah. Like the brass like opening is very, very similar, and like sort of like, I don't know, like the way it progresses and stuff is very similar as well. Which that's not a knock on it, because that's a very good summer song, and I don't know. I think it's easy to like make something that's very similar to that, because with the brass and the big band and whatnot. That being said, I think this is actually a really good like song for GFriend to go into for the summer, because like they haven't really done an actual summer song before like this.
Yeah, surprisingly.
So like not Navalera kind of was, but not really. It was still kind of just their normal
It
style.
was just a GFriend song that
it's
came
a
out in the
GFriend
summer.
style
Yeah.
song. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'd say it's a little more like summery than Megusis too, maybe, but like anyways, not really yet. So yeah, Sunny Summer I thought turned out really well. So yeah, and also I'll reiterate this: like, don't cut Urin's bangs like that ever again, please.
Yeah, please no. Please
not look good.
save her hair, please.
Okay, moving on to Vacation. And I love the style of the song. It's a Beach Boys song. Like, this sounds like a Beach Boys song.
Except
It's at least like
yeah.
the electric guitar is that oldies like surf style. And then there's like the brass section. And the like vocals are just very poppy and fit the style of the song well. I really like this song.
This was produced by Iggy and Youngbae, who are usually the producers or writers for their title tracks. So I'm surprised that they just get relegated to just the album track this time around. But I'm kind of glad this wasn't the single, because I feel like Twice fans would have gotten super mad. It's like, hey, wait a second, why is everyone doing, or why is GFriend doing like summery like beach type song a la like Dance the Night Away? Like, I feel like that could have caused some drama if they released it right around the same time too. But I mean, yeah, I do like this song a lot. Chorus is very catchy. Instrumentals are great. Yeah, I'd say this is a general sort of consensus. Like, the first 3 songs fit very well thematically with the entire album.
Yeah.
Just specifically with the entire album.
Yeah.
That's why this and then like the next track ended up being some of my favorites.
So
funny,
I have
We'll
another.
get there.
Do you need to say something first?
Well, I was just saying, you said the first 3 fit this, and then I feel like the last 2 are very much like
GFriend
songs, and those are my 2 favorites.
Oh my god!
So
I
all
but
right.
I do love these 3 songs. Okay, go ahead, Jake.
All right, so I really enjoyed this song, but again, it sounds like another Sistar song. It sounds like "Loving You" to me. Like the verses sound really similar, except for the chorus.
That's
so I don't know. Like I'm not complaining because we don't get Sistar music anymore. So like
we're not getting
even
Sistar music ever. So it might as well put it to good use. I guess.
Like
the style.
even if it's from GFriend, I'll take it. I mean,
yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah,
those are
better than
two of my favorite Sistar songs. So you can rip it off all you want.
Speaking of sounding like a different girl group, next is Sweetie, and this is straight up sounds like a lovely song just with GFriend vocal style. Like it's electro pop. I think it's got that Lovelies.
It sounds like a Luna song to me.
I think it's an easy conversion to go from GFriend to Lovelies though, because they are
definitely, yeah,
like vocally,
it's just
not musically, but vocally,
yeah, exactly. So this is just. Yeah, I think this is very much like off of. This could easily be a Lovely song. With
the only thing is the
instrumentals.
Lovelies doesn't dip into feature bass as much as this song is, nor as to my knowledge, drum and bass. Where that's the main elements I pick up from the song is like there's a really like heavy drum and bass. GFriend is something I never expected to like the words have come out of my mouth, but yeah, it's again, this is another excellent song for me. I don't know, with how different it is, maybe it's another Love Bug situation where it was originally intended for a different group and it just so happened to end up with GFriend.
God, but Love Bug was so good.
Yeah, Love Bug is so good. It's hard to imagine.
My favorite song on that album.
It's hard to imagine it going to another group now that we know that
I could see it being a Twice song.
Yeah, but I think GFriend pulled it off exceptionally well. Same thing with this song. But obviously, I'm a sucker for anything with like feature bass, drum and bass, like hyper cute elements. What the Luna song specifically reminds me of is like Girlfront, especially like there's like a there's like a chiptunes esque like riff that they have in between verse 1 and 2. So or chorus 1 and the chorus in verse 2. So yeah. I just love the composition of this is just so interesting and like there's a lot to like sort of pay attention to with this. So I like this song a lot, definitely.
Yeah, so this is probably my favorite song on the album. Actually, I really enjoyed like how this turned out, and I definitely see Andrew's comparison to Luna as well as the Lovelies one. Like, I think it's a nice like mixture of those kind of styles, and I think it actually fits GFriend pretty well. I hope they do something like this for their next single because I think it would do pretty well.
Yes, because it feels like they've been sort of experimenting with this type of sound, maybe like more electronic
in the B-sides,
sound. In the B-sides, stretching back to like when Fingertip came out. So it's just, I feel like they're kind of afraid to scare away the, like again, I feel like the majority of their listening base is like most of like their fan base is they like the Love Whispers, they like the Noveleras, like they like everything that's sort of like they like the GFriend sound. So I feel like them sort of straying away from that and into this electronic sound might scare them away a bit too much, but I feel like they just need to make the jump because these are the fact of the matter is like 90% of people aren't going to hear these songs. It's such a waste because they're so good.
Yeah. I think they should definitely just like stick their neck out a bit and try it once and see how it performs. Because I'm surprised how many people don't like Fingertip. I love Fingertip.
Fingertip's their best song.
Koreans
don't at me.
Didn't like it.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Anyways, like, because I was hoping, like, remember, like, if you guys recall back, I was like, we were all three of us were like, they're gonna be like the new Kara, because like that's the kind of like style it was like. But then they're like, nah, we're not doing that anymore. So
now I want to see them do a cover of Mamma Mia. Just to be interesting.
Dude, that'd be awesome. They already did Mister, so
yeah.
Yep. Next, we get into the GFriend tracks of the album, which I'm glad they still did, because I love classic GFriend. Next is...
what I was going to say is, like, if I want them to still do this style of song, I want them to, like, mix it up on the title track.
Album tracks? Yeah, exactly. So next is Windy Windy. The beginning is the most early 2000s girl group song thing ever because it has a hip-hop breakdown thing.
Yep.
And I loved it so much. But yeah, once again, I thought the brass section's really good, even though it's definitely synth in this song. I wasn't really sure in Sunny Summer it's probably synth, but this one it was very clearly synth.
Yeah.
But I still thought it was really good. In the bridge, they added some like beach sound effects, like seagulls and like waves and stuff. So that still added to the summer element, even though this is very much a classic GFriend song. And yeah, this and the next song are my favorites on the album because I can't get enough. I love classic GFriend.
Like, I enjoyed this, don't get me wrong, and the Yuju high note is just ridiculous. That's probably like the highest note I've ever heard her hit in any of their songs. But the thing is, though, what really kind of like bothers me with this song is it's in the same key as Love Whisper. So I'm just like, when I first heard this, I was like, wait a second, is this Love Whisper again? Like, I was so confused when I first heard this song because it's same key and everything. Love Whisper. I mean, it's definitely starting. There's with produce, there's always a song that I hate at first that starts to grow on me because I hear it on Produce over and over again. I feel like Love Whisper, I'm definitely starting to come around, but I don't know, it just feels this feels definitely a bit too similar. But again, the Yuju high note on this is just incredible, so I don't give it like too bad of marks.
I really like this. I'm glad they had a like classic GFriend style song on here. And honestly, like if they had come out with this like 3 years ago, I think this would have been a great title track.
Yeah, probably. Again, I don't know if I'm crazy or whatever, but it feels like every song on this mini could have been a title track.
Oh yeah, definitely. Speaking. This is probably one of their strongest mini albums. Yeah,
this is their best mini, and I mean it's probably not gonna. It's in terms of songs, it's probably not gonna like outdo like Megusas 2 or like any of their like super like what they're known for. But I feel like just in terms of like everything, how it's composed, it's definitely the strongest I've ever heard from them.
Yeah. I think that's all I had to say on this song. So yeah, we can move on.
Yep. Next is Love in the Air. And this even more than Windy Day is like through and through a GFriend song.
Windy, not Windy Day.
Windy Day. Oh my god.
Yeah. Did I say Windy Day? Windy.
Not OMG.
But so like I actually don't have much to say about this, but the string part is just so good. It's so good. And because of that, and it just being classic GFriend, it's my favorite song. I don't have much to say about it, but it's my favorite song, if that makes sense.
Again, going back to what I said about how I feel like this could have, or every track on this could have had an MV or be a single. Or there's a really nice dance break part in this. I'm just like, damn, why aren't you at least performing this on live stages? It feels like the dance break, or like there's an instrumental break that goes to waste that would have had excellent choreography. The one thing I really love about this in particular is like, I mean, this was kind of like a thing back in the day where just like girl group songs would have like a lot of like, it's a cutesy song, but it'd have like really like 80s power ballad-esque electric guitar. And I'm just like, oh, that's really nice. And looking it up, I was like, oh, no surprise. Andreas Oberg worked on this, and that man is in love with his guitar. So no wonder. Yeah, I enjoyed this definitely a bit more. Actually, I enjoyed this a lot more than I did with Windy, just because I liked it. It didn't sound too similar, and I definitely liked the production composition of this.
Yeah, so for me, again, like talking about like what kind of song I'd like them to do in their title tracks, either something like this song, Love in the Air, which is a little more in their wheelhouse, or just, jump out the window with Sweetie and kind of like test the water.
Yes.
Something either between these two songs, I think. Like this one is safer, but it's different enough that I think that shakes it up a lot, and it's very interesting. This is also like a really, really good song. I'm torn based on like Windy and Love in the Air. I'm sort of leaning towards this one, I think, though. So I enjoyed them both.
Or like, it'd definitely be Love in the Air. But I mean, overall, I'd say if we were picking overall favorites, I'd still think it's Sunny Summer, just because it's like it's probably the most earworm I've ever, or like earwormy song I've had from GFriend in a while. So.
Oh, for me, it's like, again, like the Yuju's part
Sweetie?
Yuju's part in Love Whisper is like the earworm part for me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Ratings. Yep. So going to ratings, for me, I give it a 6 out of 6 for music. I thought this album was fantastic. I gave it a 2 out of 3 for concept, mostly because of the choreo. It's good choreo, but it's not up to GFriend's code, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then a bias point. So I gave it a 9 out of 10. I think it was close to a 10.
Don't forget Tadaka point for you, Uran's hair.
Yeah. That's like concept more than half of the concept point that got docked was
Uran's bangs. Like, don't cut them like that, please. Whoever your stylist is, just yell at them if they try to do it. Bite them.
They just have to like it's really easy to. They just have to like do like messy bangs, and then that'll fix it a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, 9 out of 10 for me. I thought it was really good.
Yep.
Like, I had the longest deliberations with myself over what score I was going to give this, because I'm usually really hard on GFriend, because as much as I liked the previous album, again, it wasn't entirely perfect, and I think I gave it an 8. But with this, I feel like, because I was just like, dude, would Windy keep it from getting a perfect, like, music score? I'm just like, the high note's still worth it. 6 out of 6 for music, which is, I don't think I've ever said for a GFriend album before, because I'm usually very strict on them, but yeah, again, this might be my favorite, like, mini from them, and I'm glad that they've just been, like, just in general this year, they've just been on fire when it comes to, like, the composition of their albums. Again, they're usually only like 4 or 5 tracks, but every song is memorable. GFriend has no filler whatsoever, so yeah, I can't wait. I don't know if they can have another comeback. Well, probably later in the year, but I can't wait to see what they're gonna do next in terms of singles, and I hope that they do sort of start to go outside of their comfort zone, that what they've been showing us on these B-sides. So more in that line. Concept, again, 2 out of. It would have been if this had like an amazing choreography, this would have been like a 10 out of 10, honestly, because again, we just have really high expectation when it comes to GFriend choreography. So I don't know, this was just incredible. It was really disappointing, like how sort of. I mean, it's very memorable. Like there's like the parts where like the yadam, like they were just like fanning themselves, which is cute, but. I don't know. I felt like if they had a more like intricate choreography, this could have easily gotten a 10 for me. And obviously, I'm gonna give them a bias point because I love GFriend now.
You used to not even know who they were.
You came to not know who they were.
I didn't know who they were before, but yeah, no, honestly, yeah. I'm just super happy with how consistently good they've been this past year. So they're definitely sneaking their way onto that like best girl group of the year, whatever list it is. They're definitely gonna land their way on there. So 9 out of 10.
Yep. So for me, I gave 6 out of 6 for music as well. I loved every song in the album. Obviously I drew comparisons to Sistar for the first 2 songs, but like I said, that's not a negative because we don't get Sistar type music anymore from anyone.
Yeah.
Like Red Velvet had Red Summer, but that's definitely not even close to that style, you know? So, yeah.
But imagine if we got like a GFriend like visually like Sistar, like I think that would blow people's mind.
I would melt.
Sexy GFriend, I don't know. The fanboys might get angry, but
yeah, I don't know if G can do it yet. she's
like 20 or 21.
Yeah, like she doesn't seem like it. I think she's the same age as me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is she really?
She might be a 1 year older. I think she's the same age though. Anyways, yeah, the music was great for this album. Keep up the good work. For concept, I only gave 2 out of 3 just because, again, I usually rate this more out of the music video than the choreography. The music video wasn't like terribly insane for me, but I thought it was well done. Yeah, most of the point, again, Yaren, don't let them do this to you. Don't let them do this to you. I'm not criticizing you. I'm criticizing whoever made this decision. Because they don't know what they're doing.
Everyone else's hair is like excellent. Like I'm looking at the cover album right now. Like G with the ponytail, amazing. Like Unha's hair, Soan's hair, Yaren's hair, or is Yuju's hair. Like it's just. I don't know. And she's had fine hair like before.
Dude, Yaren always looks super cute. Except like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
And she still looks cute.
Awesome
yeah,
too.
she does. But like,
fix the bangs.
Yeah.
Even the ear couldn't save it for me.
yeah. So obviously bias point because GFriend is one of my. We were talking about this earlier. GFriend's one of my hipster moments. Like I followed them since day one. So yeah, because their debut sounded like Into the New World kind of. So
yep.
I was like,
100%.
oh my god, what is this? I'm standing them. Anyways, yeah, 9 out of 10 overall for me. So truly Daebak.
9 out of 10 overall. So it is truly Daebak.
It is.
Gets the shiny.
I don't think I'd ever give a GFriend album a truly Daebak. Honestly, I never thought I'd reach this day, but here we are.
Yep. So from there,
okay.
Topic 4.
So this is a listener submitted topic from a while ago when Jacob and I were doing our fireside chat, and we asked for topics. Rob, who's a longtime listener, and he hangs out in the Discord and on the Facebook group, suggested a bunch of different topics, but the one we're going to do is how would you run your own entertainment company? So let's say we each won the lottery tomorrow and decided we want to get in on this. What would we do?
Oh yeah, the 491 million. Remember?
Yeah, whatever, exactly.
And
so I'll start.
We're timing, or just in general, we're timing this very conveniently, considering like I didn't get the chance to watch it. I'm playing the video right now, but the JYP 2.0.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's
the timing, perfect timing for this.
So for me, I'll start because it's a joke, and I'm just gonna go all in on the joke because this is not really what I would do, but I'm going all in on the joke. I would make IY Entertainment. I would go to JYP, Pledis, Starship, Fantagio, MBK. Who else am I forgetting?
Core Contents no, that's MBK. Yeah.
No, that's MBK.
What's Sohei's
Sohei's
Entertainment
solo company that I don't remember the name of anymore.
I think her dad
Basically,
runs it.
I would just go buy all of IOI and IOI branches contracts out and put them under one roof.
Gotta wait till Somi's group debuts though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, it's going to take a little bit of time to get this lottery stuff sorted out and then go over there and buy a building and do all the law stuff to start a company. By that time, they'll be done. It'll be out, and I can buy the whole groups. So, yeah, and then it would be perfect, because, like, what you could do is you have the IOI come back once a year, and then staggered throughout the year you have all the branch group releases. So you get something IOI related every month for forever. There's always someone promoting, and it'd be perfect. And then the building could be a giant ice cream cone.
Exactly like
Weenie Hut Juniors.
It's the giant ice cream bong.
Yeah, exactly. It's a giant IOI light stick. Yeah.
They synchronize the entire building with like their concert.
So yeah, that's what I would do. That's not actually what I would do at all. But if I wanted to be serious, but I felt like going all in on the joke because Jacob and I have made this joke before. That I would just make IOI Entertainment, and that's what I would do.
So for me, I actually put a decent amount of thought into this because I think that I don't know. Who knows if
it is a really good idea
like
for a topic, but I just felt like saying screw it and going in on all in on a meme.
Yeah, I definitely like
number one IOI fan, self-proclaimed.
And if this was ever to happen, I'm probably the one with most music experience out of all of us. So mine would probably be the most realistic thing to happen. But like I wrote down a list of sort of things I would do. Number one would be actually release music on like YG. Number two would be don't overwork them like JYP. Number three would be don't starve them / restrict their freedom too much like SM. That's just like the general points. Another the main idea I wanted to sort of take would be from having watched Produce 48 and doing my research on the AKB48 group. One thing I really like about them is they have something called kenkyuse, which is like, because in Korea they have trainees, which is kind of a normal thing, but they don't really get much exposure until they make their debut. Whereas in the 48 group system, you have the kenkyuse, and then they get drafted to like teams or whatever, and they still get if you go to the AKB48 theater, the tickets that are discounted, or there's cheaper tickets where if it's like kenkyuse, they're training members, so basically they still get to perform in front of like live crowds, and they still get to do concerts and everything, and that's part of their training. So I feel like they should sort of bring that aspect into K-pop more, because again, like we're kind of seeing with and to some degree they kind of do it where they have like label showcases or like entertainment company showcases, but they're kind of like small private events. I feel like it'd be a good idea for them to just sort of get more of that like stage experience and live experience as early as they can, so that they're just not like deer in the headlights when it comes to just like performing their debut. And I feel like that's again, we've talked on length about like how maybe skill wise the AKB members aren't necessarily as better than the Korean trainees. But again, when it comes to like stage performance and like having charisma and having a personality, they've got that nailed down. And I feel like that's the music part is probably very easy because a lot of the trainees in Korea are very like musically talented. It's just again developing that like artist personality or that stage personality. I think that's what a lot of people need to work on. So yeah, I feel like that's sort of like the biggest thing I want out of if I were to ever make my own companies, like sort of have like a training team, like maybe have a training team that performs maybe like live. I don't know if any like music show would ever actually let them perform live or whatever, but yeah, just try to get them as much experience as early as possible. Let's see, I'd open an office in the US so that basically they have a direct line to, I don't know, like MTV or just any other major music outlet in the US to help get their name out there.
SM used to have one.
MTV totally plays all the music nowadays.
Hey, TRL's back. I mean, they have live performances on
we
TRL.
figured that out.
So, like, I was just watching,
so
like they have, like they had Joji and they had Joji on for and because they 88 Rising released their Head in the Clouds album, so yeah, like they had them perform live on TRL. So yeah, I mean, there's still opportunities to perform music live and also with talk shows. But another big thing would be promote festivals, because I feel like festivals are kind of like the sneaky way to sort of build a fan base, because
South by Southwest, Coachella, that kind of crap.
South by Southwest,
like,
Austin City Limits,
inviting.
Governor's Ball. I mean, yeah, Coachella's too generic now, but I mean, or people are too high at Coachella to understand the music, but maybe that'll help. Well, yeah, I feel like that's sort of a sneaky way to sort of build a fan base, because like a lot of the time when you're at a festival, you're usually only there for groups that you like know, and you just so happen to see other artists like while you're waiting in line or just trying to save your spot. So that might be a good way to like put like exposure out for my theoretical music talent groups. I'd hire SoundCloud producers like Tak, who already works with Bada and Twice and like all the other people. Right. Microdito has worked with Neon Bunny, but I other than that, I don't think he has much else than that. So I'd like to see him do more K-pop or work with more K-pop artists. Two-Tone Disco, who are kind of sort of my friends on the internet, but yeah, they did a J-pop song recently. So yeah, and with a lot of the hyperkey stuff like we were talking about with like Girlfront and with Sweetie, like before with GFriend, like that's kind of like their style of music, so I feel like they could do it well. And Neat, another SoundCloud producer. I feel like just like the whole like undiscovered, or like there's a lot of like SoundCloud producers that they could tap into, so get more of maybe a youthful sound, or sort of like appeal to that would help appeal outside of the normal K-pop sphere. And obviously, again, with genres, just utilize way more future funk and future bass, because I need more of... Basically, I would make an entire like label that just do... Like, every song sounds like Lady by you. I mean, not really, but I feel like that's just an underutilized genre. So I try to do that. I figure out a way to make that a group. Or maybe I just buy CLC from Cube, since they're not going to do anything with them anyway. And I just be like, hey, this is just do everything. Just do Where Are You? Like songs like Where Are You for the rest of eternity.
I'll
be happy.
Just call it like City Entertainment or something.
City Entertainment, yeah. But it might be. But the thing is, though, when they say it in Korean or Japanese, it'll sound like shitty entertainment.
Yeah, shitty entertainment. That's perfect. I love it. Oh, that's amazing. All right. So for me, I thought about it a little bit. I think what I would do is first start out kind of like Woolim or High Ground, where you take in like more like indie artists, like underground rappers and you know, rock bands and indie you know, that kind of stuff, like Black Skirts, Hyuko, Epic High, like that sort of like music style is probably what I'd focus on originally, because like Epic High actually started out at a label like that, because Woolim was originally for...
Yeah, they started off with Woolim, right?
Well, because Woolim originally, before they had Infinite and Lovelies, they were an indie hip-hop sort of like label. I'm not kidding.
They're known for anything but that, basically. Like when you think Woolim, you don't think like... You don't think Epic High? Yeah,
because they had Epic High, they had Nell, and they had some other stuff, I think, as well.
Oh, wait, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I think what I do is start out something like that, and you know, sort of grow those artists a little bit, and then and basically in the background start to pick up like male and female trainees as well, because what I would like to see is a like completely like self-composed girl group that does you know, sort of like indie and hip-hop sort of like style of music, because I feel like that would be really successful in Korea at least, and if they can you know, get big that way, I feel like they can also sort of pick up scene internationally eventually as well.
So you basically you want like
I want
Epic High, the girl group.
No, he basically wants a mix of female. He wants Epic High and Bobo Gansai just mixed into one.
Yes, exactly.
Just self-produced sort of.
But with like choreography and like, you know, nice videos and everything, like, because
so it's basically Bobogan, Epic High, and Stray Kids.
Yeah, but they don't need to like rap really hard. That can be for the boy group. Well, again, like I would definitely want to you know, sort of teach them how to be more like artists and stuff through their training and stuff, so they can, you know, self-compose their own music and have sort of a sense for what they like and dislike. And I'd like to, like, from day one, sort of let them have some input into the music so that it feels more personal. And I feel like fans connect to it a lot better that way as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think BTS is definitely a really good example of this. So, I think that's generally what I would do. You know, I'd start out with like the indie rock and like, you know, hip hop sort of stuff, and then gradually like, you know, build the trainee talent and use my artists probably to help train them and stuff like that, and sort of build it up from the bottom. So yeah.
So I'll give a little bit more serious answer too. So I think, like, a strategy I would have, at least, like, I won't go super in depth or anything, just because I know we want to cut this episode short anyway, because Andrew has to edit it right after we're done recording. But I think my idea would be to have two groups, where one is focused on Korea and one is focused abroad, and have them do regular collaborations so that they can regularly have fans crossover.
So kind of like an EXO situation, except not directly on China, just everywhere.
It would be like, we would have like a Twice that's like very much focused on getting huge in Korea, and then like a KARD or someone that's I'm not necessarily has to be a co-ed group and a girl group or whatever, but like and then that like is definitely focused on getting big outside of Korea, like having a world tour and that type of stuff, and then the other group like regularly having lots of concerts in Korea, but then have them do collabs a lot. So kind of like a middle out version and a out in kind of thing. Yeah, the what is it? Have you ever seen Silicon Valley?
Yeah, that's the name of the
the middle out like algorithm or whatever. So dumb.
The other thing I know from Silicon Valley is this guy.
I was like, no.
It's so funny though. It's so funny. It's such a genius idea for a joke.
It because I'm not gonna understand that show as much, but it definitely looks funny.
It's still funny though, even if you don't. But no, So yeah, basically, I think that would be my strategy if I was to run an actual company that isn't based in a giant ice cream cone.
Yeah.
But that's probably a good idea where you have a lot more collabs and crossovers, because I think that's the hardest thing when it comes to K-pop, especially in Korea, where your multi-fandom doesn't exist in Korea. You dedicate your life to just one group, and then every other group is your enemy, even within like the same company. But I feel like that'll definitely help open people towards like other groups and other styles of music. So yeah, that'd be a really good thing to see, definitely. Where basically just kind of do like maybe like SM Station, except on like a group scale more often.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay,
I think that's pretty much all. I got everything out.
I sort of like just thought about it throughout the week, kind of thing. So because I feel like that kind of entertainment company that I was talking about would be kind of interesting to see in K-pop, specifically with the objective later down the road of having an idol group that sort of takes on that same mantra I guess.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we don't have anything like that. Because like Bulbagon kind of is, but they're not really idols. Like they're more of a band.
Well,
they don't do choreography.
I think Stray Kids is because they started out being a trio of self-produced underground hip hop.
I think,
and he built a group around it.
Yeah, I think your sort of thing of like saying combining Bulbagon, Epic High, and Stray Kids is kind of like, yeah, I think that's exactly what I'd like to do, but in a girl group. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that wraps it up.
We're good.
Yep, pretty much. Awkward silence.
Awkward.
Pregnant pause.
What was it? Pregnant pause.
Anyways, thanks for listening this week. Hope you liked it. Join on Discord if you want to talk to us about anything we discuss in the show or anything otherwise. Facebook as well. And please subscribe if you're new. We've got a lot of new people actually lately, so thanks for coming.
ProduceCast is bringing in a lot of new faces, so we'll figure out when that's coming out soon.
We need episode 7
that's probably the only thing we have on the horizon for now. Unless Nate decides to do another unboxing, or I don't know.
Chunga's coming in, so I'll probably unbox that.
That's true.
Cool.
Like I said, I'm cutting my unboxings down to just IOI branches.
Before Luna debuts, I'm definitely gonna do the all 12
the 17 single unboxing.
That's gonna be fun.
Do you have them all yet?
Yeah, no, I need like 6 more albums, but all the ones I have right now are still in their shrink wrap. So
oh really? You haven't even opened them?
I haven't touched them at all, so we'll see.
I got my giant pile of 17 books over there.
So that should be fun. Anything else on I have VAV on my birthday. I think I mentioned that prior. After that would be Hyuko, which I believe Jacob, you're coming down. Yeah, Jacob's coming down for.
Yeah, in September.
Day 6 is like November.
Yeah, that's probably.
Tickets aren't on sale yet, but I think they go on sale in like August.
I'm still not sure whether I want to go to Day 6 or not, just because funds wise, probably not.
Yeah,
but
I'm saving. I'll
keep it up in the air.
You missed them the first time.
I know. I want to see them really bad, but like I really need to save money.
We'll see how much they are.
Yeah. It's good, but
we'll see how much they are.
Yeah,
maybe I'll forward you.
We'll see.
We'll get there.
Anyways, thank you and goodbye. Thanks for listening. Come back next week.
Oh no.
We'll see you then. Stay creamy. Stay creamy.
Throbbingly windy.
Windy.
Throbbingly, windily, creamy.
Oh yeah.
Windily isn't a word.
It is now.
It just finally made me realize, like, why did it take them so long to do a reggaeton song? Like, it seems kind of like a no-brainer for them. But I don't know. It came out perfectly. Like, I love everything about it. The riff is incredible.